Son, where'd you find this?
Don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any other narrative that makes them look bad.
One thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who acts like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico, they never lie.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll.
Yo. What's up? We up late. I don't really be doing the late night stuff like that because I be on Netflix. I be watching my stuff. But I decided I was going to cut back, give people a chance to settle in. You know, it's the weekend. We just trying to chill and relax. And I want to give a shout out to everybody, man, just out here doing the 9 to 5. You getting your numbers. You bringing your checks home. You making sure the lights are on. Everybody fed. Blessings to you. Blessings to everybody who is going through right now in these different countries. You see what's happening with Iran. They just bombed the school, hit like 40 little kids or something like that out there. That's a mess. Trump all over the place trying to start shit with everybody. We ain't really trying to side with him. I don't think anybody on him right now is glad that they voted for him unless they still have the same vindictive, evil, spiteful ass mind as he did. Shout outs to my poets, writers, content creators. Shout outs to everybody over on Twitter, man. It's been a minute since I've been over there. I've been down for a while. I got the lock back in, so appreciate y'all for being in attendance. Like, share, repost, let the people know we on. You see the title. I've done my own private reactions. I've done a couple of shorts on it, but I'm gonna do a long form stream, have a heart to heart, chop it up. We're gonna do what we do. Then we're gonna go about our evening. I got a clip and I got something that I want to put up on the big screen. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shout out Tasha K for this one right here. I screenshot it off of Twitter. I want y'all to see that first. Then I have a video that I'm going to play. Shout out to that brother on TikTok for covering this. It's all going to make sense by the time this stream is over with. So what I want to show y'all first is this portion right here. Let me see. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna change my camera when the video comes up. But basically, what I'm hearing from this text message or this post that she made, 50 Cent is getting ready to allegedly drop a nuke T.I., Tiny, and the whole family over there. They've been going back and forth for a little bit. Both his sons done jumped out the window, made songs. T.I. done made a couple songs. All of it to me is getting out of hand. And it looks like it's come to the point where everybody expected 50 Cent to go back and forth with him, do the verses. Just go ahead and do the verses. Let's see who has the better catalog. He doesn't want to do that, right? So everybody is like, oh, he's running away from it. He don't want to fuck with T.I. He can't do nothing with T.I. It's nothing but hearsay opinion. 50 Cent can't out rap, outperform T.I. And I mean, everybody has their opinion. It doesn't happen. But it's ugly. 50 Cent, you know how he is with memes and trolling people. Gets excessive. He posts a picture of Tiny. King don't like it. The family jumps in. They're talking about the man's deceased mother and pulling old files of 50 Cent allegedly setting his BM's house on fire and all this stuff. Like, the shit is really, really nasty work. And while everybody is expecting or anticipating a response, Curtis Jackson is doing what Curtis Jackson does the entire time. So if anything that Tasha K just said, because she's saying that she has sources, reliable sources, that are making claims that there will be a documentary, we're going to spin back on that. If there is, that's going to be interesting. But here's another reason why I wanted to bring us up here for this very part. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to bring this up. Now, this video right here, it's about 15. I'm going to let him cook because the way that he put this video together, it deserves his flowers, which is going to bring me to my next point of why all of this shit was pointless. They grown men. We shouldn't be doing this. I think it's tasteless. I think it's corny. But I digress. So just for those who are not really familiar with what's happening, this is a combination of T.I. and 50 Cent painting a picture. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk.
That T.I. did just win a crazy lawsuit.
Hey, see now,
whoa.
see, don't put people in my business.
I mean, it's already out there.
T.I. came up on, I think, 70+ million for a lawsuit. Him and his wife Tiny, his family.
Man, but I appreciate y'all, man, for, you know what I'm saying, for offering me my last working gig, because I
Wow.
do not need the money anymore, and I will not be performing. So you guys, y'all have.
So this is your last one?
Yeah, they're gonna be. I don't want to do it anymore. What?
This is your last performing show.
Yeah, I don't want people to pay me to hop around and sweat for their entertainment.
He said that before.
So remember, T.I. and Tiny were awarded that $71 million because they had that infringement lawsuit against the MGA company that they say infringed on their OMG girls with the LOL dots, right?
Yes.
Yes. So there were reports over the weekend that their punitive damages were taken from $53.6 million and reduced to $1. Now,
what does that mean? Yeah, how do you do that? I thought it was a lawsuit. I thought it was done. I thought it was in stone.
I'm about to break down what happened, right? So, the MGA Entertainment, they're in the lawsuit with T.I. and Tiny. So originally, T.I. and Tiny were awarded $17.8 million in verdict, and then they were awarded $53.6 million in punitive damages, right? But they've been to court a couple times over this for different reasons. But one of the reasons more recently is the judge is trying to show more proof or asking for more proof of the fact that whether or not MGA did or did not intentionally mean to infringe on the OMG girls. So as of right now, Judge Selna has ruled no, that the intention wasn't there on purpose. So he reduced the damages from that 53 over that 50 million to $1, but T.I. and Tiny's attorney has rejected that, of course, and they'll be going back to court for that as well.
Say it's 50 Cent, you're a marketing genius. You got everybody all riled up about T.I. and Tiny, and now we're going to your page, which you mysteriously deleted all of the posts that everybody was mad at, and now you have nothing but your latest movies and your latest projects up. We're screenshotting them and sharing it to the entire world. The anger is fueling the promotion for free.
There is truth to the $300,000 that I did owe him. However, it's because I was signed. So in being signed to him, anyone who has a deal knows that the label puts up a money, it's basically a loan. So I still owed him about $300,000 for his investment into my music. So he let me go. So what happened is he let me out of my deal. And he was like, just pay me back in $300,000 worth of mechanicals. So whatever, which means whatever money that my music makes on any platform, he would get a percentage of it until that debt is paid back. So letting me out of my deal, now I'm independent. I move on. So he calls me one day and he's like, listen, I had just put out an EP called Walk With Me. And it was #1 on the R&B charts for like 4 days at this particular time. So he saw that what I had said had won, but he was like, yo, I got an idea. I'm going to say you owe me $300,000. I'm going to say I want to punch your face in. I'm going to say that I don't fuck with you. I'm going to say your nose is horribly big. I'm going to play you so bad, but simultaneously, I'm going to mention to them that how can you not have money to pay me when your album is #1? He said, I'm going to say that at least 25 times. What he did was people were saying, so I'm hearing this. I'm like, wait. He's like, look, this is what's going to happen. TMZ's going to call you tomorrow. This is going to call you tomorrow. And this is what's going to call you tomorrow. So we're going to keep this #1. I said, all right, man, this is what? He's like, yeah. 3 minutes later, yeah, this motherfucker, I can't stand this motherfucker. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, he's crazy. So now everybody's calling me, blowing my phone up like, oh, shit. What did Ro do? He's got to get kicked off the show. 50 doesn't fuck with him. Da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, oh, please, I hope this works because he's making me sound crazy right now. So then all of a sudden, we start seeing that the record is going crazy. So Love Rhythm is going crazy. I'm driving around New York, and all I'm hearing is, I don't say too much, baby, baby. Yeah. I'm hearing that all through the streets. I'm like, yo, this worked because he had made awareness to the project. So in making awareness, he's collecting, he's getting his money back faster because it's staying #1 for the next 2 weeks. And so that was the brilliance of 50 Cent saying that. But it was beautiful, man. And yes, he got his money all the way back and more. So So yeah,
out there and said
but you said that was strategic because it kept
Yes.
this music going and he
Yes.
was able to pay you back. But the Omari Hardrick said this is not.
No, but Omari said, yeah, Fifth gave me money. Timmy, I had did a deal with him and I spent money on this project. Then he wanted to do something that was independent. Afro beats wasn't as popular as it is now, and he was going in a different tone of the music. And I'm like, I don't know about that right now, like the way. And I'm like, you know what? You could do what you want to do. Just you could pay me back in the royalties off of the mechanicals, off of the music that you releasing moving forward, and you won't even feel it because it doesn't cost your marketing moving forward. Everything that you do moving forward is not going to be a part of that. It's just later I'll get the money back, and he recouped it. He did it. He took care of it. Right? But at that point, I said, "Yo, you gotta give me my money back, boy." And the people go, "Oh shit, he owed Fifth money." You know what I mean? And it stopped immediately, and it drew so much attention to it that the record stayed number one more days than it would have been number one on the chart.
Right.
And he knows that, so he'll go, "Yo, he's a marketing genius, bro." Because I didn't know. He said, he was calling me like, "Yo, what's up with you on Fifth?" And I'm just going, you need to make some noise around the record to have people feel like there's something about who you are that is interesting about it. And then when he had they heard my side of it, they went to hear what he had to say. And then when he said things back, they was like, "Oh, okay, now I understand what was happening." Now he finally is talking about it to make them understand why it stayed. But it carried over. It was something else happening under it that was making them interesting, away from the song playing into a good position. But
you ever notice how everybody 50 Cent beefs with, they always end up so angry, and he be chilling.
Hey, I just want to pause this shit for a minute because like it's funny as hell to me. Because I see the comments section all the time. I read the comments on YouTube. I read them under the diss tracks, and you got people that side 50 Cent. Y'all better not mess with 50 Cent. He will destroy your career. Better not try to go there with T.I. because T.I. is the king of the South. And look at T.I. and the family ganging up, being united against this man. And the whole entire time, we sitting up here, well, not me personally, but a lot of y'all sitting up here really personally get invested in this shit, and it be WWE. None of it even be real. They be on the phone before they even get on camera. They do it on the podcast. They do it on TV sitcoms. They do it at their awards. They do that shit in the fucking club. They have conversations about exactly what they're going to say and what they're going to do to entertain the people, to get more eyes and visibility on the content that they're putting out. Half of this shit don't even be real at all. So I'm questioning the whole thing at the very beginning because I was like, well, it sounds interesting. They both got some bangers, man. I listened to both of them back in the day. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But then I got to thinking, look at 2026. Everything is rigged. Nothing is legitimate. You questioning if this shit is AI generated or not. You don't know if any of it is organic. I will never go to the AI to run my content. I will always do it myself. Because now you can't tell the difference. So I'm gonna let him finish cooking. I just wanted to throw that in there. So they play 50 Cent pretty much orchestrated this whole little setup to get that man more money. And like, I'm not knocking it. It's not a horrible idea. I'm gonna save my thoughts for that though. Let me get back to this.
Like, T.I.'s son is angry. T.I. himself is going through a midlife crisis. You wanted to challenge him to a versus because you're trying to sell albums because you're still rapping like a 25-year-old, whatever though, nigga. Talking about illegal activity as a 50-year-old, as a grandfather is just insane, Tip. But that's neither here nor there. You and your son are clearly bothered. This that light skin shit they be talking about. Y'all are bothered. This is chilling. Think about how bothered you gotta be to post a picture of somebody's mom's headstone. And think about how much of a soft-ass, light-skinned nigga you gotta be to think that that's actually gonna bother somebody. Didn't Charleston White say, words and shit don't affect no man? I'm a man, nigga. Words and little actions like that affect boys and women. You think 50 Cent gives a shit? Huh? 50 been beefing with niggas since you was in your father's nutsack. Y'all ain't shit but a Tuesday, but you niggas is so hot and bothered. Mad as hell. All because your dad want to sell some albums.
Y'all, I have no idea how I almost missed this, but Tiny and T.I. just got hit with another sexual assault lawsuit today. Now, of course, T.I. and Tiny are both very much so denying this, but TMZ reported T.I. and his wife, Tiny Harris, are accused of drugging a woman they met in a nightclub and then taking her to their hotel room for a menage. According to the lawsuit, the woman has now filed against the couple. The plaintiff, who's filed as Jane Doe, says that she was enlisted in the U.S. Air Force and stationed in L.A. in or around 2005 when she and a friend went to a party at Coolio's home and met a guy who went by the name Caviar, who they allege worked for Tiny and T.I. In the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the plaintiff says T.I. and Tiny no-showed at the party, but Caviar told her that they would be at an L.A. nightclub the next night, and that's when they all met in the VIP section. The woman says she ordered 2 amaretto sours on her own before Tiny allegedly handed her another drink, one from which she never saw Tiny sip and which the woman also shared with her friend. When T.I. decided to leave the club, the woman claims he asked her to ride with Tiny and him while her friend would ride with Caviar, who said they were all going to the same place. But that's not how it played out. Allegedly, in the suit, the woman says 2 other women she didn't know got in an SUV with Tiny, T.I., and herself, and all 5 of them ended up in a hotel room. But Tiny kicked out the other 2 women because one was flirting too much with T.I. Once it was just the 3 of them, she alleges Tiny took her into the bathroom where she took off both of their clothes, and then a naked T.I. joined them and they all got in the shower. Afterwards, she claims that she was starting to feel lightheaded and extremely dizzy, and T.I. told her to go lay in the bed. While he watched some porn, she alleges that he handed her massage oil and demanded that she give him a rub down. Eventually, Tiny joined them and allegedly pinned the woman on her stomach and began rubbing and grinding her unclothed body on the plaintiff. While that was happening, she alleges T.I. penetrated her with his toe? Hold on. Y'all heard me. Toe. T-O-E. Toe. His toe. This ain't even the first time I'd heard this about them. These people got fetishes. Back to the allegation. Anywho, while that was happening, she alleges T.I. penetrated her with his toe and she told him no as she tried to push him away. According to the suit, he got up and said that he was going to get a wrapper. But the plaintiff says she went to the bathroom to vomit. She claims T.I. mockingly laughed at her and said, "Are you all right? Looks like you're in last place." What? This is so crazy. Shortly thereafter, she says she passed out until the next morning when a security guard woke her up. She claims her V was in serious pain, itching and burning, but the security guard told her she had to go and escorted her out while T.I. and Tiny were still asleep in the bed. She is suing the Harrises for sexual battery, assault, negligence, and false imprisonment. By the way, the plaintiff says she's filing the suit now due to the California Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act, which opened a year-long window for the revival of claims where the statute of limitations would have been otherwise run. A lawyer for T.I. and Tiny tells TMZ, not only are the claims bogus, but they missed the deadline to file the lawsuit. Well, obviously, they didn't get the memo because that's not true. But anyway, comments your...
I'm not a lawyer, but a Jane Doe in Los Angeles has just filed a lawsuit against T.I. and Tiny And I read all 15 pages, so let me give you the details. Before I get into the details, I want to highlight the first part of the document, which says that this lawsuit is being filed now to preserve the statute of limitations under the California Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. Jane Doe, the plaintiff, is securing her records, witness affidavits, and other supporting evidence, and the case will be amended and refiled within the coming weeks. In layman's terms, and if you haven't watched my Jermaine Jackson video, the state of California has a law that says if you were the victim of SA in the state of California before January 1st, 2009, you had until December 31st, 2023 to file a civil lawsuit. There's some other parts to the law, but like I said, go watch the Jermaine Jackson video if you want to learn more. So in order for this Jane Doe to meet the December 31st deadline, her filed this suit, but in the coming weeks, it will be refiled with more details and more evidence. Okay, now on to what is alleged in the suit. And this is a warning because it gets graphic. Sometime in 2005, Jane Doe was 22 or 23 years old in the Air Force and stationed in Los Angeles, California. Jane Doe and a friend attend a party with a man named Caviar at rapper Coolio's house. While at the party, Jane Doe and her friend are introduced to Lil Duval, and he tells them that T.I. and Tiny are not in fact coming to the party. The following day, which is a Saturday, Jane Doe and her friend go to a nightclub. The two of them get escorted into the VIP area where T.I., Tiny, Caviar, and Little Duval are all hanging out. At some point, the suit alleges that Tiny handed the plaintiff, aka Jane Doe, a drink, and then Tiny, quote, watched her take the drink. Shortly after Tiny succeeded in having the plaintiff taste her drink, T.I. announces that he and Tiny are leaving, and he invites Jane Doe to come with them, but that her friend can't come. To which Caviar steps in and says that he will give the friend a ride since they are all going to be going to the same location. So everybody agrees, gets in the car, and leaves. The car pulls up to a hotel, and there were some other girls that came along, but according to the docs, one of them was flirting with T.I. too much, so
we don't need to see no more of that. This is the issue I have with all of it, right? Every single person that is involved in this exchange between T.I. and 50 Cent, they all have their own history. And we all have one. The question is, did you grow from it? Did you repent? Are you a better man or a better woman after the fact you did or committed these alleged crimes that you're being accused of now that you're a millionaire, multimillionaire? This was supposed to be who has the better rap catalog. Now it's turning into something else. And why? Two black men, two black successful men, you don't want for nothing. You don't need anything. Why are you going back and forth? Why are kids involved? Did this start out trolling? Was the mission to piss the people off, to get them angry, to get them fighting and arguing over who's the tougher of the two? Was this all about your record sales and getting this man out of debt because his comedic career wasn't going anywhere? T.I. tried to be a comedian. That shit did not work. It didn't work. He gave it up. He cut his hair, said he was going to come back and rap. After he said he was done rapping, you got all these allegations on you with sexual abuse with women and all this stuff with Tiny, and you're being called out for cheating on her the entire time you were married. You got all this dirt on you. Coming at the 50 Cent. 50 Cent ain't saying nothing. He ain't rapping to you. He ain't responding to Fabulous. He ain't respond to the other two that went at him. He just doing his memes and like I think that's corny in itself. You a grown ass man. You are a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. Why the hell are you trolling?
How dare you?
I don't got time to be trolling. I don't got time to be using AI generated pictures and memes to be entertaining people who don't like me. I don't care. I'm rich. I don't live in poverty anymore. I don't live in the hood. I'm not starving for nothing. I don't need for nothing. I can put people on. I can afford to put others in a position to make money to provide for their families. Why the hell would I even be concerned with a versus or beef? Why would I even be trying to? I don't care about none of that. Stay over there in your misery. Go soak in your lack of whatever it is that you're desiring to capitalize off of me. Two grown men doing all this over what? Tasha K, that was very timely that you posted that. That was 4 hours ago that I saw that. 4 hours ago. He ain't respond. He ain't really said too much or nothing. But he's on the internet. He's always reading and watching for specific stuff that he can target and utilize to monetize off of. He gets a kick out of it. This is just fun for him. I guess when you get to a certain level of success, you got to find ways to keep yourself occupied. That ain't one of them for me. I'd be completely done. I done sold my albums. I did a couple of movies. I'm cool. I'm great. I've done more than many will ever do. So, okay, pass or fail. I got my coins. I'm out. I don't have to prove nothing to you. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. And watching that clip from at the beginning, when the brother was basically telling us, look, man, Freddy came to me and said, look, we're going to do this. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to fake like we got all this going on. It ain't about that. We're going to do this because I know you have an audience and I have an audience. We're going to take this to the Breakfast Club. We're going to take this to certain platforms that really don't have the same reach as we do or have a different reach than we do. And we're going to stage all this. And it's going to work. Why? Because people don't really care enough about the artist. They don't care enough to get to know you. They heard of you, but they don't really know you. So they're not really going to take you serious. But if I start some BS with you, then they'll pay attention. It's not what you know, is who you know. So if I say he owe me money, I don't fuck with him, and I keep on saying it to people on different channels, guess what? The people in the comment section, they're going to do their job. The people that are watching from Facebook and YouTube and wherever, they're going to do their job. They're going to be like, oh shit, we got drama. I love drama. I love that toxic shit. Yes, let's bring it in.
Bang, bang.
Go ahead.
Bang,
let's
bang.
do it. Repost, share, repost, share. You don't see people reposting and sharing anything positive. You don't see people sharing the good stuff, the good word of God. You don't see people sharing any. I scroll on Twitter today. I think I may have seen one post about Jesus Christ, maybe one. Everything else is ass and titties, relationships, Iran. Nobody is speaking about God. Nobody is talking about the word, but they will sit there and pretend like they love him. You'll hear maybe a say amen if you believe in this. But most of the shit is about drama. And 50 Cent know that. T.I. know it. All of them know it. Let's be completely clear here. There's art, there's hip hop, and then there's just all the other stuff. We expect the competitive nature. We want to see who can outperform the other person album for album. Whose catalog is better? But then there's the other side of it as well. Well, 50 Cent got shot 9 times, and T.I. is from the South, and he's this and he's that, and y'all be looking for the wrong stuff, the wrong shit. And they sitting back. I know it. Either they got their team looking at the shit or they looking at it. 50 Cent, I know he's looking at the shit personally. He scanned these social media platforms that he's using. He's ghost reading comments. You might not think he reads your comments. He see them. He's looking at them. He's looking at how much hatred there is there versus how much positive is there. And he's saying, what's going to get me more attention, the negative or the positive? Shit is more positive. It's more positive than negative. It's more negative than positive. Cool. Team, come together. I got a strategy. Let's do this. He said it out his mouth. Go rewind it to the beginning or wherever the clips start. He said it himself. The brother that he's going back and forth with said it himself. They staged all of that shit so that they could get more visibility on him. He could get his money back and get him paid too. None of it was real, but we'll be thinking the shit real. It's all marketing, all of it. I don't even think at this point T.I. and 50 Cent hate each other at all. For all we know, this right here is staged too. Really, think about it. If he's willing to do that for an artist, I didn't even know who the fuck he was. If he's willing to do that for him, why wouldn't he do it for T.I.? If T.I. was allegedly struggling financially. And on top of that, all this backlash, all this stuff he had going on with the court, with his son, with his wife, why wouldn't he do this to help get him back in the algorithm, to get him back in the favor of the people? This shit is about selling albums. It's all about selling albums. And if this is real and it's like legit, I don't feel bad for either one. I don't. But I think it's pathetic. I think it's a horrible way to represent the Black community. We got too much going on. Question: why isn't 50 Cent or T.I. talking about the Epstein files? Why isn't 50 Cent or T.I. or King Harris or any of them people talking about Katie Grove? Why aren't they talking about that young Black man that just got hung not too long ago, Kyle? Why ain't they talking about those 2 Black kids that got drowned in the river in Mississippi? But y'all can organize a beef that don't really benefit nobody. All it does is generate an unnecessary and unhealthy conversation between brothers and sisters in the comment section that's not going to go nowhere. You're just going to sit there and argue back and forth about who's tougher or who raps better or who's the worst of two evils. Both of them got their own dirt. Both of them have done and committed their own sins. Who's putting out the positive messages? Which one of them are talking about things that actually matter? That's what I want to know. I don't really care at this point about who rap better or none of that, because I don't even believe that they even doing it for the reasons that we were supposed to be. He said he was going to do it. Me and 50 Cent talked about doing it before. He changed his mind. Oh well. You are multi-millionaires. You are multi-millionaires. Why are you still acting you are on the street? You got a family. You got a family. Your son don't fuck with you. T.I. kids, they scattered. And if whatever Tasha K say is going to happen and 50 Cent drops that documentary, because you've seen the Diddy one. If you've seen the Diddy documentary, if he's doing one on T.I., that's going to be ugly. That is going to be fucking ugly. But it's all publicity. It's all for marketing. And I agree with what the brother said. Sticks and stones, bro. Sticks and stones. Now, some people, they can't handle you talking about their deceased loved ones. They'll crash out. I'm rich, though. My relationship with my deceased family members, that's an unspoken. You can't do anything or say anything that's going to make me feel differently or move differently. You're not going to get me out. That's a weak, poor, immature mindset. You poor in spirit if you really think you're going to trick me out of my position to stoop down to your level. You are the son of someone with money. You ain't the one with the actual money. Period. I wouldn't respond to none of this bullshit either. Hell, I don't even have that type of money. I'm not gonna respond to it. Just childish. We too grown for this shit. Way too grown. But that just shows the character of people up here idolizing and worshiping these adults, and they act just like grown babies. 50 Cent sitting back watching these comment sections. He laughing at niggas. He laughing at these bitches. He's laughing at the people who support him. He's laughing at the ones who don't support him. Because as far as he's concerned, all of you are putting money in his pocket. T.I. ain't no different. As far as they concerned, as long as you keep putting visibility on what I'm doing, hey, I got you. I give you what you want. You want nonsense? I got you. You want drama? I got you. You want fictional stories? I got you. You want reality? I give you that in my own way and in my own time. But you're gonna have to pay for it. We like fiends, like addicts. You can't stay away from it. You can't go a week without drama. You cannot go a week without feeding yourself negativity. Your body would probably shut down on you if you weren't fed any type of negative energy at least once out of a day. Some people wouldn't even know how to function. And he know it. They all know it. And that's why they've been able to get away with what they've been getting away with. I did one reaction. I did 2 shorts talking about it. It's verified. I think it's all childish. I don't fuck with it. I don't trust none of it. I think it's all staged. And if it's not staged, it's still childish. You can't find other ways to entertain your audience. You'll be mad as hell to find out none of this was real. You should, matter of fact, forget finding out it's real. You should be more mad and disappointed that these wealthy Black brothers and sisters are not utilizing their camera time properly. Use your camera time to help find these missing kids. Use your camera time to change the narratives that surround Black people. Use platforms to show that there are other ways to handle disagreements. You got Candace Owens sitting up here defending Charlie Kirk. His own wife ain't even going that hard for him. Like, does that shit make sense? These niggas is over here taking U.S. citizens, your loved ones, taking them to Iran and bombing on 10-year-olds and 14-year-olds and 13-year-olds. Y'all over here arguing over a rap battle versus. Y'all really playing with our mind like that? You really think we that dumb? Come on, my nigga. Come on. Like, just stop it. I get so sick and tired of it. It's like you just expect me to be okay with constantly seeing Black men tear Black men down. Like, that's all we good for. That's all we known for. We can't do nothing else. We can't talk about nothing else. Y'all are controlled. You got all that money, you still controlled up there fucking with Trump. Yeah, 50 Cent ain't no better. You hanging with that man, and he's fucking the country up. You ain't no better. I don't know what the hell going on in the T.I. household. I ain't going to speak on it like I know them intimately. What I'm going to say is this is what y'all signed up for. You got the attention that you wanted. You got the notoriety that you wanted. Now, what are you doing with it? You're wasting it. $15 hours of my life gone because your sons rapped against him and said this against him and about his moms and this, that, and I don't care about none of that. I care about if a bomb is going to come over here to the United States and blow our shit up. I care about that. I care about getting everybody put behind bars who had something to do with the Epstein files. I care about what happened to Jim Carrey. I want to talk about what happened to Katie Groves. I don't give a fuck about your rap shit. I don't care about buying your album. I don't care about making you richer, my nigga. Fuck that. There's kids that are dying and being tortured. They fucking feeding us all types of shit. We eating fucking bodies. We all cannibals out here. You want me to fucking argue for a week about you and this nigga going back and forth You want me to buy your album? You want me to go see your movie, my nigga? Nah, I don't care about that shit. What? Am I tripping though? Am I really tripping? Like, does any of that sound logical? Oh, we're gonna fool them. They're gonna think we really hate each other. Whole time they party and hang out together all day, just like WWE. They all friends. And we the consumers, we dumb as hell. We think this shit real. Ain't none of it real. And even if it was, it's still disappointing. Are we only good for showing our ass, guns, and being disrespectful and violent? Come on, man. Y'all both do. Yeah, y'all got too much going on. Are you trying to distract us from what's really in? Is this stuff that's going on with 50 Cent and T.I. really that important? Like in the hindsight of things, is it really that important? At any given moment, Russia, Iran, China, World War III could spin the block and come visit us because of that buffoon that y'all voted in office. And he doing all of this to distract us from the fact that he's guilty. And nobody wants to do anything about getting him up out of there, and everybody else. But we supposed to spend 2, 3 days, 4 days, 4 weeks talking about 50 Cent and T.I. and what they got going on. I don't care about what you got going on. Do you care about what I got going on? I don't think you do. I don't. When we leave this stream, y'all gonna go back to your life just like I am. But guess what? You're still gonna be invested in what they are doing versus them being invested in what you're doing. Because ain't not single one of them gonna come holler and talk to you and show love to your music or none of that. But you're gonna be following everything they doing, what they ate in the morning, what soap they use, and all that. Now we got bigger stuff to worry about. And I'm disappointed in both of them. As black men, I'm disappointed in both of you. Because you're self-righteous. Y'all both got your own skeletons and demons. I would have just rather y'all kept it music. I would have rather you been honest. You tried comedy, it didn't work. You coming back over here to music. Everybody can't be an actor. Everybody can't do this. Everybody can't do that. That's fine. Don't stage fake beefs and don't you come on, bro. Once the nigga say or didn't answer or respond and he showed you that he wasn't interested in doing the whole thing, you should have just dropped it. Just drop it, leave it alone. Let that man go on about his business. Go find somebody else to do a versus with. Why did you need to do it with him? You wanted to do the versus with Curtis because you are trying to sell an album. You're trying to make some money. It's about the money. It's not about the competition. Comedy failed. You came back over here. There was a plan for y'all to do this. It's not going that way. And a part of me think that y'all thought about this and you said, you know what, I'm a fake, like, I don't want to do the verses. Then it's going to make you mad. And then you're going to get on the phone with Kevin Hart. And then you're going to say this. And then your sons are going to do this. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit. Your name get rotated in the algorithm. It gets pushed. I'm gonna just troll the hell out you for a good month, 2 months, or whatever. And then once I did that, I'm gonna take all of that stuff off of my social media, and then you're not gonna see anything but what I'm promoting, which is my music and this, that, and third. Because by then he done already generated his audience. He done grabbed a new audience. The people who weren't checking for the 50 Cent T.I. stuff before, now they are. If you weren't following T.I. or 50 Cent before, this you are now. Perfect plan. Perfect plan. The problem is, I don't like being lied to. I don't like manipulated. You're giving me the impression that you think that we are stupid. I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. I don't know about you. I don't appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna make them think this, that, and everything I see now on social media. I be wondering if it's real or if it's staged. Everything is a skit. Everything. I'm cool. I'm good on the music. I don't even really listen to it too much anymore because I haven't evolved beyond talking about how much money you got and the women. Y'all still talk about the same stuff. So, and you're a Trump supporter. I don't rock with that. What else you got? Nah, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm gonna stay over here and let you do you. Y'all can keep on playing with the rest of the folks and have them thinking that this stuff is whatever. But I am curious to know if this documentary is real or not, or if it's just BS. Because that documentary means that if it's real, then T.I. brother, you got people around you that you think are still friends of yours, and they're not. You got associates around you that you think are great partners, and they're not. If there's a documentary coming out about you based off of what I've seen and heard about Sean Combs, yeah, bro, you might want to tighten up. You just might want to tighten up. Because they out here exposing everybody. And I ain't mad at it, because if you weren't doing dirt, then we wouldn't be here. But it's all messy. All of it is messy. I don't like it. I don't like drama. I don't like seeing grown men act like girls. You both successful in your own regards. All you gotta do is walk away and venture off into other avenues that can bring you an income. You don't have to respond to every ignorant thing that another grown man or woman says. All you got to do is keep it pushing, spend your money, laugh in these niggas' faces, and be successful. There's need to be entertaining spiritually declining souls that don't have no room for growth. Yeah. Do better. Do better, please, because this ain't it. I can't spend an hour, 2 hours a day generating memes of people just to get a kick and a laugh out of it. I want to be with my loved ones in my nice house enjoying life. I don't want to be doing. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. Life's short. I'm not doing it. But y'all have fun. And the problem I have with it, and like I'm gonna say this, we've gotten so used to seeing this type of stuff that if we don't have it, we don't know what to do ourselves. Heaven forbid we talk about mental health or talk about spirituality or discuss properly raising young black men and women or holding each other accountable or positive. Well, we don't know what to do with that. Let it be something that's chaotic. We all in parlay. I'll pass. I'm tired of it. Like it's oversaturated. I think I've long since grown out of that. I can't speak for nobody else. Good luck to them both. Good luck to them both. I don't know if it's staged or not. I don't know if it's real or not. It's just pointless. All of it is just a waste. We got other things that we need to be focused on. There's other conversations that we need to be having. And frankly, I'm over this. This will be the last time I speak on it. I know it's going to get worse though. I know something else is going to happen. And now I don't like to speak negatively on things like that. But because of the ignorance, the pride and the ego, you know, those combinations, they always create a concoction of just evolutionary destruction. It's going to get worse. And I hope the people who catch the strays, I hope they're prepared to deal with it. I hope they're prepared to accept the consequences of being associated with it. When in fact, y'all should have been having other alternatives to this. There's other ways to navigate this without it having becoming this. Now it's only going to get more and more ratchet, more and more hood, more and more ignorant. More people are going to get embarrassed. More people are going to get exposed. And all for what? What was all of it about? Like, really? Like, was it really worth all this? That's going to be the question later on. Give it another month or 2 or 3. Come back to this video. Like once all of it come out, because this is just the beginning of it. Once all of it come out, I'm wondering if they're gonna still think this was all worth it. Anyway, man, shout outs to y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Have a blessed one. I wanted to go on a little later. I'm glad I got to kick it with y'all. What do y'all think about this? How do you feel about this exchange between T.I.'s sons, him and 50 Cent? Is it worth it? Is this what y'all wanted? Who really benefits from this in the end? That's my question. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind.
What's the goddamn button back?
Peace.